Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dan Coccimilgio along with Eric Romo. We're coming to you live during the San Francisco Giants-Chicago Cubs game at Wrigley Field. Right now, they're in is it the bottom of the seventh or the eighth? I lost track here.
Top of the eighth.
Oh, the top of the eighth. Okay, Giants are coming up, top of the eighth, down 4-0. And this club continues to struggle at the plate as they currently have one hit. One hit. So that's 8 hits in the last 25 innings. 2 games yesterday of doubleheader. They got 7 hits. They have 1 hit today, and that was a sharp hit single by David Villar. Otherwise, it's been a bore fest. What do you? Yeah. I mean, you walk away, you got to do something, you come back, and nothing's happened. What do you got to say, Eric?
Yeah, and these are 2 fields that you should be hitting in. I mean, Miller Park and Wrigley Field. You know, depending, of course, on the wind, but usually those are parks that you can get a lot of hits in, and they ain't establishing that. Not just hits, but runs. So
yeah, nothing happening. Exactly, nothing happening. Joey Bart is in the plate, making his first plate appearance, and pops out to second. Joey Bart is in the game because hold on one sec. Okay, Joey Bart is in the game because Austin Wynns was hit with a vicious, ugly-looking pitch, high and tight, and got hit right in the ear hole, looked like.
Kind of like what Estrada had?
Yeah, knocked his helmet right off of his head, and you could tell right away he was woozy. He didn't know where he was, and he had to come out of the game, and Joey Bart pinch ran for him. That was a tough one. It to me, I wouldn't be surprised if that puts him on the IL, and the concussion IL.
Yeah, probably.
And maybe just puts him out for the season. Giants have Knapp down there who just got.
No, they DFA'd him.
Did he clear waivers though, or
that I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure he did this time of the year.
Yeah.
Probably, and they've got some other catchers that they could put in there. I have to look at their roster and see who they've got as another catcher down there. And they DFA'd Mercedes the other day. Or today, actually. So,
did they? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they DFA'd Mercedes to create a roster spot for Austin Dean. He cleared waivers, so he's back at Sacramento. They also have the kid from the Mets. They've got Patrick. I can't even pronounce his last name, but anyway, the Giants are a mess right now, and they're down 4-0, top of the eighth. Jock Peterson is batting. He's looks like he's pinch hitting for who's he pinch hitting for? Brinson. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Brinson, he's not going to get any shots against right-handers, so he's a platoon guy at best, it looks like, according to if they're platooning him now. They have no plans for him next year other than to be a platoon. So,
right.
Farhan saying he wants 5 regular players that play every day without platooning. I don't know what you're going to do. It's not Yaz. It's not Wade. It's not Slater. It's not Brinson. It's not Ramos. It's not Austin Dean. They have really he talks out of both sides of his ears because he's
right.
Over his mouth, I should say, because he's saying on one hand, we want Yaz back, and he's part of the plan, and he wants to sign Peterson. Well, when are they going to play if you're going to go out and sign everyday players?
Right.
That tells you right then and there he does not have a plan.
And he's kind of been saying this all season
Unless
long.
He's just lying.
It's right. It's hard to believe what he's saying. I mean, it's like the actions right now are going to have to prove what needs to be done, because every time he says something, it's exactly the opposite.
Oh, yeah. He's like the boy who cried wolf, Aesop's fable. The guy, he says 2 things that opposite. Yeah, we need to go out and sign and get guys that can play every day. And then he talks about bringing Peterson and Yaz back, and what's Brinson up for? Just to take a spot for a little while, or is he a guy that you might believe in? How do you know what you have if you don't give a guy a shot at getting four at bats every day?
Right, an honest shot. That's you could get some at bats by platooning, but is that going to be really what you have? They have to play every day, both against righties and lefties, to really determine what you have.
Right, you don't know what you have, and now is the time. The season's over. They're playing out the string. After today, they got 24 games, and they're in a situation where they're not gonna finish 500. They're going to be a below 500 club. This will be the 5th year of Gabe's managing career, and 4 out of 5 are at under 500 or under. Okay. He had the 1 year last year, which I don't even give him all the credit, because, you had Buster Posey, you had Belt, Crawford have great years. And I don't think
still on the staff.
And I don't even know if Gabe is making his own decisions. I have a feeling that Farhan's got his finger on this on the pulse on everything that happens with this club. That's why I personally would get rid of Farhan. I had a guy on Twitter today. I said that that Farhan's he's got to go, and he says, "Oh yeah, because I made the comment, bring in some real baseball men." And he said, those same baseball men you're talking about had some awful years.
Come on.
Awful clubs, despite winning 3 world championships or something like that.
Despite winning 3.
Despite winning. What a clown. What a clown. So I fired back at him. I said, I'll take that regime's 1997 to 2004 and 2009 through 2016, where they were competitive every year, made the playoffs 8 times, went to 4 World Series, won 3, and missed a 9th appearance by losing to these same Cubs in the 1998 playoff game to get into the wild card spot. Right. So that team, that regime had 9 very, very competitive seasons in that stretch, where Farhan is now gone 4 years, and this is the 3rd out of 4 years that they've done nothing, and they have the 1 year where and I wouldn't fault Farhan if he had prospects that he drafted that were in AAA killing it and were ready to come up next year and produce. Mm-hmm. There's nobody yet. The closest is Kyle Harrison and possibly Casey Schmidt. We'll see.
2 players in 4 years.
2 players in 4 years. The rest are down in A-ball.
Right.
And I think Will Wilson and Vaughn Brown are up at AA.
And I know Wilson, he broke his hand, so I don't even know.
Yeah, something like that. DJ over the top says Farhan should be far gone after this season. I love that. Farhan is far gone. Yes. Lou Martin says Farhan is all talk. Also, DJ Overtop says Giants season is done for now. We can get excited in the offseason. Hopefully there's something to get excited about, because if he doesn't sign guys, I believe Farhan is far gone if he doesn't have a productive offseason, and the Giants produce on the field, because he's in his 5th and final year of his contract, and the Giants are just complete idiots if they extend him right now. Mm-hmm. If he goes out and gets Judge and Trey Turner or one of those guys and a few other guys that are ready to be in the starting lineup as everyday players and not platoon, then maybe you talk about giving him an extension because he did something. But he's done nothing but just pick up guys off the waiver wire, and then he waives them as well. So, he picked up, let's look at the guys that have been picked up and then DFA'd. You've got Mercedes, he just got DFA'd. Steele Walker, he picked him up, DFA'd. Kevin Padlow picked him up, DFA'd. Stuart Fairchild picked him up, DFA'd. Machado, what's his first name?
Dixon.
Right? I'm going to say Denzel. Dixon Machado, DFA'd. He cleared waivers. He's back with Sacramento. Guy after guy. I can't even remember all of them. So they've got to, as Robert Rothberg says, they've got to make drastic changes this offseason. They just have to.
They have to. Stay competitive. To stay competitive, especially when you got the Dodgers and the Padres. And it's not like the Padres and the Dodgers just did this over the offseason. They've been doing this for quite a while. And the Giants have kind of just been sitting back and not really, they're like a day late and dollar short type of situation now. Now they're having to play catch up with these teams rather than
exactly. In the meantime, in the top of the eighth, the Giants have, with two outs, have loaded the bases, and Evan Longoria is at the plate, so a chance to possibly tie the ball game up. Lou Martin says, I'm not doing early season ticket renewal for my Giants jersey. Yes, right front office. Yeah, Lou, I believe, is a season ticket holder as well as I am. And we both got the same email that the deadline to get the jersey is the September 16th, I guess a week from today. If you want to early renew, there's no way you early renew if you're a season ticket holder. You wait and see what these people have done. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on.
Right.
I mean, who goes out and continues to date a person who continually stiffs you and says,
and and maybe that's why Farhan's saying what he's saying, to try to get those season ticket holders to come back. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's cried wolf too many times.
Yeah, exactly.
He said one thing and then comes out a week later. He said something about the Soto trade that they had before Soto was traded, and it looked like he got Giant fans hopeful by saying we have the resources to get any superstar that we need, that we want to go after. And then 2 weeks later, he's in an interview with Tim Kawakami in a podcast and says that they were never in on Soto and they really didn't have the horses to do it. Now, come on. How do you – I mean, 3-2 count to Longoria. Yep. I'm watching on the MLB app, so some of you guys may be watching live in the Bay Area.
I would listen to it on KNBR, but I just don't want it to bleed over and catch a strike or something.
And it's so I've got about a 30-second delay here, so things may have already happened before I tell you exactly what's going on. But I'm going to give a little broadcast here. The fans rise 3-2, bases loaded, 2 out. The pitch to Longoria is a line drive into the left field corner. It's a fair ball. No, I take it back. It's a foul ball. It's a foul ball.
Oh, man, you're going to give Robert a
wait, is it a fair ball or is it a foul ball? What's going on?
No, it says in play runs. That's what it says.
Okay, the camera is not even showing it. I think it went into the crowd for a ground rule double, it looks like to me.
Yeah, it said in play runs.
They haven't even shown. It looked fair. Yeah, it was fair, and it bounced into the crowd. So it's 4-2 Giants, second and third. They might have lost a run there because 3-2 runners were on the move.
Running, yeah.
And with that ball bouncing in the crowd, the Giants lost a run. Although it was J.D. Davis, the runner, he's not super afoot, so he's at third base. But a nice big clutch hit for Longoria. Dang, I should have bet in the live betting that the Giants would score. They always do this in the 8th or 9th inning. Make it close.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
And they will probably end up losing this game 4-3. Dan forgot about announcing. Please. I'm not sure what he means by that. If I stopped or please stop, don't kill us with your announcing. I'm not sure what you meant there. I did kind of stop because I'm watching the feed here, and it was a horrible feed. It just showed the ball bouncing in the camera. Looked like the ball went in the crowd, but they never showed anything after that. So
it's a pitching change.
Yeah, pitching change right now. So Giants have a chance to tie it up. They're probably bringing in. Let's see who's up. Let me look at the lineup here. Who's up after Longoria? Estrada.
It's Estrada, yeah. And then
So
after that,
you got Estrada. Now they're probably bringing in a right-handed. Do you bring in Crawford?
No, he's a lefty. It says Brandon Hughes, and it shows him as a lefty.
Oh, okay. So they probably figured the Giants would go to Crawford if they brought in a right-handed pitcher.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
So
they're taking their chances on Estrada.
Taking the chances on Estrada with a lefty, which, Estrada's a guy that can come up with a clutch hit. We've seen it.
Yeah, he's good with those clutch hits. He is really good with that.
Yeah. Robert Rothberg is actually watching the game also.
Rodon was excellent again today.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Dan Rodon was terrific. Yes, and Robert's watching the game. Yeah, it's Rodon. I put a tweet out. I think I sent it to you. I think the Giants are taking a risk. I love seeing Rodon out there pitching, but I talked about it yesterday a little bit on the show. What the risk reward is,
right?
Is it worth really pitching him if he blows out his arm? He's had shoulder surgery on that left arm. He's had elbow problems in his history. Arm fatigue. He's pitched many innings this year. This is the time that wear down. It's possible if he does something to that arm and is unable to pitch next year.
That's going to be rough.
The Giants got to pay him if he, chooses to opt in or not opt out, I should say. He's got an opt out clause. So we'll see. Hopefully he stays healthy.
If the Giants want to be serious and try to extend him, I don't foresee it, but I'm saying they have to be. You remember, you're having to deal with Boris. Boris loves to take his guys to free agency.
2-0 pitch to Estrada.
Yep.
Swings at a high fastball and fouls it off 2-1. So who's on the mound for the Cubbies?
Brandon Hughes. He's got a 3.26 ERA.
Brandon Hughes. Okay. Brandon Hughes, a lefty. Okay. So the Giants have second and third. Longoria is on second, which is, I'd pinch run for him. If he hits a base hit, he's not going to be able to score. Hughes gets set. He looks in for the 2-1 pitch to Estrada. Is swung on and missed. Strike two. A breaking ball at 82 miles per hour. Kind of fooled Estrada.
Man, that was in Estrada's happy zone too. According to Game Day, that's his hot zone there.
I definitely do not like Longoria on second base with the tying run with a bum hammy. If he hits a base hit, you want to try and score him. Okay, the 2-2 pitch to Estrada is line foul down the left field line into the crowd. 2-2, 2 out. We call this deuces wild, as the great Vin Scully used to say, deuces wild. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 count, but it's not a 2-2 score. It's 4-2. The Cubbies. Who's on Longoria? They didn't pinch run for him, did they? Let me make sure, because I'm not getting the. Let me look here.
No, it doesn't show a substitution.
Okay, no substitution. Okay, I've got my volume down so we don't. Okay, so we got Longoria. You watch. He gets a base hit and Longoria gets held up at third, and Giants lose 4-3. That would be typical, because that would be a move of Kapler. Leave your slowest guy with a bum hammy on second base in a late game. Okay, he gets set. The 2-2 pitch is inside. Just missed the corner. 3-2. So 2 out. Bottom of the 8th. Giants trailing 4-2 in a meaningless game between two teams running out the string here in the end of the season. Okay, the 3-2 pitch. Hughes gets set. Here he comes. It's swung on and fouled over by the Cubs dugout.
Estrada's seen a lot of pitches here. So
he's seen a lot of pitches.
Well.
Yeah, and he was on that. He's a little ahead of it. So will he be setting him up for a fastball maybe on the corner? That ball went right in over the Cubs dugout, into the dugout. They had to duck their heads for that one.
His last 4 pitches have been all inside. So we'll see what he wants to do.
Okay, he winds. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Estrada goes down swinging at a ball 4 in the dirt. Oh, my goodness. He threw another off-speed pitch down right in the dirt, and Estrada went chasing, and the Giants leave 2 on. And Buster has something to say about that. Hey, Buster, what are you doing up there? You're not supposed to be up there. My boy, Buster, get off the couch, Buster. Come on, get down. There you go. All right, Buster and Faith. What are you doing up there on the couch, Buster? You want to get the couch out in the back room, not this room. Okay, so let's talk a little bit, Eric. Baseball made some. The rules committee today made some big changes
how about that?
for 2023. What can you tell us about that?
I like that. Well, they're gonna. This is kind of coming. The pitch timer, the defensive shift restrictions, and then the bigger bases. But the one I'm most excited about. I mean, I understand the pitch timer for pace of play, but the one I really like is the defensive shift restrictions. We're going to see some more activity in baseball. That's what it's supposed to be about. You need to have things happening in the field and have some excitement in the game rather than seeing guys line out into short right field where there shouldn't be a player. So I think it's going to be fun for the game, or it's going to add a little bit more excitement.
Yeah. Robert Rothberg says, Dan, we need you to be biased. So I can be biased if the Giants hire me. I can, if they want to pay me the big bucks to, kind of sweet talk you guys and get out of reality. Let me see if I can do an inning, half inning being biased. I'll work on that. I'm going to give you my best homer.
The bottom or the top of the 9th. There you go.
Yeah, I'll do it in the bottom of the 8th here and see maybe the 9th too. I'll give you a little biased homer Giants announcing here. And okay, so
on this defensive shift, it says of course 2 infielders got to be positioned on each side of second base when the pitch is released. For the depth, it says all 4 infielders must have both feet within the outer boundary of the infield. The outer boundary is that's not the infield dirt. It goes out into the outfield a little bit, right?
No, they got to be on as the pitch is thrown, they can't be on the grass.
Okay, so they got to be in the dirt right there.
They got to be in the dirt, and they got to have two players on each side of second base.
Second base. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so you'll probably have on a shift, they'll do a makeshift shift. They'll have the second baseman 1 foot to the right of second base and the shortstop 1 foot, they'll be right.
No one out in short right field.
Yeah, no one out in short right field.
Good.
Okay, so Harleen Garcia, the great lefty, is pitching for the Giants, and he throws a strike. It's 2-1. The outfield has changed. The amazing Jock Peterson, the defensive specialist, is out in left field. Yaz is in right, and I think they may have moved Austin Dean to center field. I'm not sure. Estrada throws one in the dirt and hits him. That's okay, Harleen. Harleen just hit the batter, but he's just having a rough day. You got to love Harleen. He's a wonderful pitcher, and he's done nothing but excel. And Mark Littell in the bullpen, he gave up the homer to Max Muncy, but that wasn't his fault because we know Mark is really, really good. So we're going to just homer our way through this broadcast. Talking up the Giants and be as biased as possible to the point of being ridiculous. Okay?
That first pitch, just a bit outside.
Yeah, just a bit outside. Zach McKinstry, the former Dodger, is up to face Harleen Garcia. He has no chance against the Giants pitching staff. There's no way that McKinstry can get a hit off the wonderful lefty Harleen Garcia. Garcia's just got too much stuff. And as Robert says, future Hall of Famer. You got it, Robert. Now we're talking. The future Hall of Famer. In fact, the Giants have a defense right now that looks like it'll be in Cooperstown in 10 years. Every one of them. Every one of those guys will be out there. Robert, he loves the new
Injury,
Dan. I
what's
love it,
that?
Robert. Okay, you got it. This is just for you, Robert, all the way from one coast to the other. Okay,
Hey,
looks like the Cubbies are going to bring in a pinch runner.
yeah, it says injury delay,
Because
so.
he got hit on his foot. Oh, poor little guy hurt his foot. He can't run. Oh, come on. What is this? No Giant would have to come out of the game by getting hit on the foot. Man, we're Giants. We're going to keep going here. So some more rule changes. Did that rule change go through with the pickoff, or did that one get knocked down? I didn't see anything
I don't
on
see
that.
anything. Okay, the only thing I see, it says, where was this? A pitcher may disengage the rubber where the timer resets twice per plate appearance without penalty. Subsequent disengagements results in a balk. Unless an out is recorded on a runner.
And then so after two pickoff attempts or disengaging from the rubber, if you do it a third time, the runner, it's either a ball or a balk, and the runner gets to advance. So
it gets to advance, right?
Oh, the Cubs are going to try and bunt, and he bunts it down the third baseline. A good one. Longoria picks it up and throws to first to VR for the out. The runner advances over to second. Oh, man. Great play by Evan Longoria, the top third baseman in all of baseball. He's David VR, a new first baseman. He looks like a Gold Glover to me, too. And here comes Gabe Kapler, the amazing manager of the Giants. Gabe had an amazing record last year of winning 107 games and only losing 55 games. That's your manager of the year right there, Gabe Kapler. Nothing bad to say about Gabe. Gabe is our man, and we hope he's back for many years to come. In fact, hoping Farhan's here for a long time too, because Farhan has really done wonders for this organization. You know, Eric, he signed so many guys, and he's just taking chances, and that guy can find diamonds in the rough out of nowhere. He's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
So you're listening to the Homer broadcast, the Giants Homer broadcast. Dan Coccimilgio and Eric Romo. We're here taking the opposite approach to being truthful about the Giants season, and we're just gonna praise them and shower this club with praise. This club can do no wrong. In fact, Eric, with 24 games remaining, I believe they've got a really good shot still to win this World Series.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, all they got to break off is a 24-game winning streak. That's all, you know.
Yeah, 20. That is nothing for this top club. You remember, this is the Giants, okay? The Giants. Think about the name Giants and think that they're overpowering, they're bigger, they're badder and better than any organization out there. And
here comes Zach.
Yeah, in fact, Zach. Yeah, that's a fact. And we got the tallest guy in baseball on which team? The Giants. That's right. 6'11", Sean Jelly, a giant of giants. In fact, I would stick him over at first base right now just because you could throw that ball high and Jelly will just come down with it. He could become the next Shohei Ohtani, two-way player. So
speaking of Japanese players, you got Seiya Suzuki, who threw dirt in the face of the Giants, decided to go with the Cubbies.
Exactly. So, hey, we're going to be we're here on the Krug Show on the baseball version, but coming up, guys, at 4:00, Larry Krueger will be going live talking with Matt Barrows about the 49ers and the Chicago Bears game this Sunday. So we're going to run for another 13 minutes or so, and then we're going to switch over to the we'll allow people who want to go into that chat and move over there. So that's coming up at 4:00 today. I believe that's the scheduled time. So, but right now we want to run just a couple of ads, and then we'll spread out the ads here. So we'll be back in just under 2 minutes.
Larry Kruger here for Telmetrics. Thanks to Casey Bateman and the good people at Telmetrics. If you're an occupational therapist, if you're an orthopedic surgeon, a chiropractor, a physical therapist of any kind, Telmetrics is designed for you to use in your practice and will greatly benefit your patients. Telmetrics uses computer vision and artificial intelligence and provides a platform for outpatient rehab therapy services, both in the clinical and the telehealth environments. So using Telmetrics can improve your patient's experience and much more. So for all your sports injury needs, or if you're a physical rehabilitation specialist of any kind, make sure you use telmetrics.co, TELMETRIX.co. And thanks to Casey Bateman and all the good people at Telmetrics for being a proud sponsor of the crew. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Dan Coccimilgio. Dan is a buddy, and he is a phenomenal retirement planning specialist. And you can contact him today at securemoney.com or at his number, 925-628-9966. There's a lot of uncertainty in our world right now, and you want to make sure that your money is secure. That is the key. Danny's got 25 years of experience, born and raised right here in the Bay Area, and he can help you get an immediate 10% premium bonus on your principal retirement account. So give him a call, 925-628-9966. He'll make an appointment with you, and you can sit down. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of a deal. He'll consult with you and come up with a strategy to get you going to where you want to be. Once again, 925-628-9966, securemoney.com on the web. And thanks to Dan Coccimilgio and all the people at Secure Money for being proud sponsors of the Krug Show.
All right, back here live on the Krug Show. Eric Romo there to the right. I'm Dan Coccimilgio, and we're live in the game with the Giants and the Cubs in the bottom of the eighth with 2 out. 1 man on second base. Mark Littell is in pitching, and it looks like the big tall guy. That's
Franmil Reyes.
Franmil, yeah, former not Indian. What do they call him now? Guardians, yeah, former Padre. And he grounds the ball to third. Longoria steps back, throws over to VR, and he's out. And the Giants come up for their last shot, down 4-2.
Littell doesn't give up a run. How about that?
You know what? Let's check the live money line here on mybookie.com. Is it MyBookie? I think it's mybookie.com, our new sponsor. Yep. Let me take a look here, see what the okay. Yeah, it's mybookie.ag actually. Anybody who wants to sign up for a great promo that MyBookie, our newest sponsor, is having, you can go on to mybookie.ag, sign up, and they will match whatever you put in up to $1,000. So you put in 500, they'll give you 500. Use the code Larry K for that. But let's check the in-game odds right now, and maybe Eric could kind of advise me on a bet or two here. Let's see what we got, Eric. I'm going to look at the live in-game bet, top of the ninth. Let's see what we got here.
Wait, who's due up here?
Oh, yeah. Who is?
Yaz,
check it out.
Villar, and Dean.
Okay. All right. Giants down 4-2. And the money line is plus 925 for the Giants. And the run line, plus 260. That means if the Giants get 1 run and lose, I still would get plus 260. So $10 would give me $26. Money line, I don't like. Okay, I think the Giants might get a run. Let's have a little fun with this.
Sure.
And let's.
Who's the Cubs closer right now?
Gee, I don't even know.
I don't even know either. Hold
okay.
On, let me see. I could look at there.
Let's see if my bet goes in. $10 to win 26, 5 to win 13, and got it in here. Oh, it's gone up to plus 29, 290. Okay. So bet is placed. Got a chance to win. Yaz is up at the plate, and it's a lefty on lefty. I don't know who that is.
It's the first pitch.
Yaz tries to bunt it, and it bunts it foul. It's still Hughes. It's still Hughes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure is.
Yaz, man, here's a guy that's hitting what? 211. Oh, he's raised his average. This guy is hot right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. He was batting 209. He's up to 211. He had a hit earlier. The great Mike Yastrzemski, grandson of Carl Yastrzemski. This guy belongs in the Hall of Fame too, in my opinion. Yes. Yes,
Right
this
next to
is
Granddad.
Eric Hernandez says, is Bart dealing with concussions? Why is he not playing anymore? Well, he's back in the game today. He was sitting because Rodon pitches to Wynns a lot. They like that.
Yeah.
The pitch to Yaz is he weakly grounds a foul ball. Still 0-2, nobody out, top of the ninth. So Bart's back in there. Bart is in there. He came in when Austin Wynns got terribly awful looking pitch, hit him right in the helmet, and he's out, probably going on the concussion list himself. So, but Bart's back in, and Yaz has got an 0-2 count, and we've got the 0-2 pitch by Hughes is Yaz grounds it to first, and the first baseman scoops it up, takes it to the bag himself. That's the kid Reyes, and it's 1 out in the top of the ninth. DJ over the top, not the top. DJ over the top says, here's a question. When was the last time a team that won over 100 games finished under 500 in last place in their division? Well, the Phillies after 2012 won 100 games. In 2013, I believe they finished under 500, but I don't think it was in last place. The Giants are going to probably finish in fourth. I don't think they'll catch the Rockies, but they're trying. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, Robert. This is the biased version of the Giants broadcast. And right now at the plate with 1 out is David Villar. Now, this kid I believe in, and this is not too much hyperbole, but this guy's got some potential. Here's a guy that's got the chance to knock it out. And I'm hoping he does because I will win my bet. So come on, David, knock one out of the park. And there's an inside pitch, 3-0. So VR 3-0 got a chance to.
We need base runner.
Mark Graves says I swallowed the Rothberg Kool-Aid. Mark, no, I'm just having a little fun. Helping our 71 and a half year old. Is it 70 and a half or 71, Robert? I think it's 71 and a half year old longtime Giants fan on the East Coast. And Robert says, future Hall of Famer VR. Exactly. We got the future Hall of Famer David VR at the plate. He's got a 3-1 pitch. Hughes winds, delivers. There's a ground ball to shortstop, and it's picked up by the shortstop, throws over to the first baseman, and VR is out. Unbelievable. VR made an out because that guy rarely makes an out because he's a San Francisco Giant. Now it's up to the
guy who's never had a hit in the major leagues yet.
Yeah, Austin Dean is up. He was called up. The Giants DFA'd another acquiree by Farhan this year. Hermine Mercedes was DFA'd to make room on the 40-man roster, and they called up Austin Dean. That tells you that they really, really, really believe in Elliot Ramos because they're doing everything they can not to play him. So we've got 1 out to go, ladies and gentlemen, and it is.
Oh, he's got his first base hit.
Austin Dean. Oh, does he? He's ahead of me. Here's the windup, the pitch. The Dean grounded under the right field for a base hit, and Austin Dean has got a hit. There's his first hit of the first of 3,000 hits for Austin Dean, and that ball's going to be retired, as will one day. Austin Dean will be enshrined into the Baseball Hall of Fame as he's a Giant. Okay, all these Giants. Now, Joey Bart comes up.
Joey Bart.
Yes, come on, Joey. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, Joey Bart. Okay, so we've got some hope. So Joey Bart is – what's that?
They are. Oh, they did. They kept the lefty in.
Yep, they're keeping the lefty in, and here's the pitch to Joey goes down swinging at the first pitch down low out of the strike zone. Hey, Austin Dean is 32 years old. Hey, nothing wrong with being 32 and getting your first league hit. I think the Giants specialize in that. Jason Curzon had that earlier this year. Yeah. Let's keep bringing up those older guys and leave those prospects like Elliot Ramos down on the farm. Bart hits a fly ball to center field, deep but playable, and that is the ball game. The Giants go down 4-2, and after sweeping the Phillies for 3, winning game 1 against the Dodgers to make a 4-game win streak. As quick as that 4-game win streak happened, they're now on a 5-game losing streak, and the Giants continue to make us happy. We're just happy because this is the Giants version. This is called the biased Giants version broadcast. And that's okay, fellas. We're going to come back tomorrow and we're going to get them. We're going to get them tomorrow. And Anonymous says, where is Ramos, who hit a home run yesterday? Well, Anonymous, he's what, 22, 23? We need to see what these 32-year-olds can bring us. We need guys like Austin Dean, because you just saw what Austin Dean did. He got a base hit to right, and we believe in that potential over Elliot Ramos. We don't want to see Elliot Ramos even remotely have a chance to succeed, so we're going to leave him down there and rot in the minors because, I'll tell you, makes 0 sense to not see Elliot Ramos up here. 0. So let's run another ad here, and we got Pasquale ad coming up here, and we'll be right back with more Giants talk on the Krug Show. If I can find the ad for Pasquale, just give me 1 second here. I got to find it. Where did it go? Come on here. Where are we at? Where's my Pasquale ad? I can't find it. Oh, here we go. New York style sausage.
We grew up with a Sunday dinner. That means no matter how busy you were, no matter where the hell you were, you came to dinner on a Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday dinner without sausage, it's like a church without God. You know, how can you go to church if you don't believe in God? You know, and along with the sausage also became the discussions. That was discussion night. You know, it wasn't a typical family that you sit there and you're quiet, you know, and you don't talk with a mouthful. Oh no, man. Italians talk when they're eating. Italians even talk when they're sleeping. And definitely we talk with our hands. So if we can't express it through our mouth, through our lips, we express it with our hands. So, and that's what sausage is, really. It's an expression, you know, that life is good.
So New York style sausage was started over 7 years ago. We are the largest producer of fresh Italian sausage on the West Coast.
What makes our sausage in New York style is really the recipe came from back east, from New York, you know, from Connecticut.
If you look at all of our labels, there's maximum 4 or 5 ingredients, which we're really proud of.
There's no preservatives, no MSG, fresh in, fresh out.
The pork comes in fresh, goes out fresh. There's never any freezing throughout the process. We've always used fine quality cuts. We're never gonna deter from that. It's one of the reasons why our sausage is so good. I guarantee you put our sausage up against anybody else's from a flavor standpoint, no one will beat it, hands down.
Hey, do yourself a favor and do me a favor. Go buy a package of the New York style Italian sausage. Guaranteed you will love it, guaranteed.
right. We're back after a Giants little bit of live action. The ball game ends. Giants lose another one, 4-2, and they are quickly going south, chasing the Colorado Rockies for fifth place. Taking a look at the updated standings, the Giants have lost 5 in a row, or 65-73. They still hold a 6-game lead over the Rockies, but they are now a game behind the Arizona Diamondbacks and securely holding down that 4th spot in the National League West. And we said yesterday they might finish 76-86. I thought they might get 2 out of Chicago. Going to be tough to do that. I think they're on the Sunday night game of the week. Aren't they Sunday night?
I know. I think they moved it to accommodate the football game, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, let me see. They've got them Sunday. Yeah, 5:08. So they might be the game of the week. Sunday Night Baseball, ESPN. That's woo. Anyway, tomorrow they start at. Now I've heard some rain is in the forecast for Sunday's 49er Bears game, so it could be a downpour. Our good buddy MF is there in Chicago. I think he was at the ball game today. He might have even been at the stands yesterday in Milwaukee for the doubleheader. I thought I saw a picture of the field, of a shot from him at the Milwaukee Brewers game yesterday. So I know he's in Chicago. He was probably at today's game, MF, and will probably be there tomorrow and then be there for the 49er game. And I also believe Jim Mollet may be back there this weekend.
That's right. I remember them telling those two.
Yeah, several people took off to, at the time, you looked at the schedule, you saw, oh, wow, Giants and the Cubs and the 49ers, Bears. What a great weekend. 3-4 months ago, you made those trips and you were thinking, hey, we're going to see the Giants in playoff contention. But now the Giants are really, really faltering. They play tomorrow at 11:20 start time. So we're going to come on tomorrow, probably be Eric again and myself at about 2:30 tomorrow. We'll come on for a little post game. Maybe, who knows, we might even come back on and try a little in-game live biased, more biased Giants announcing. Jose Fonseca Jr. says they end up with 92 losses. That's a possibility, 70 and 92.
It's funny because Farhan predicted, I think, between 90 and 95 wins. I think that's what he predicted.
Yeah, I think I've got them. I think they go 75 and 87 right in there, 76, 86.
Somewhere on there. That's where they're trending.
That's kind of where they're trending. But you know what? They're not a good ball club. Let's just be honest. Right now, they're really, and you know what? That's okay. Let's see what the young guys can do. I'm going to say it over and over again. Get Ramos up here, play Brenton every day, and play Gonzalez every day, and just see what you got. I don't need to see Yaz anymore or Wade. Let's see what VR can do every day. Bart, JD Davis, put Sean Jelly in the rotation, pitch him every 5th game. Let's see what he's got. You got these guys. This is the time to use them. This is what you look for. In the old days, before the change a few years ago, you used to bring up your entire 40-man roster.
Yeah.
And so you could see with these guys. Now you're limited to 28. So get creative, Farhan. Put some of these guys out to pasture for the year. Listella, that heel's not good. Put him on the IL. Create a roster spot. Put him on the 60-day. Do something. Let's get some of these guys up that are on the 40-man or guys that are not on the 40-man and make spots for them, Yep. It's too bad Isan Diaz has been out hurt because he would have been fun to see up here. So, but anything, final thoughts, Eric? What do you got to say about the Giants today?
Just
or going forward?
Just kind of the same. It's beating a dead horse. It's kind of like the dead horse society right now. It's the same stuff. They'll get these little streaks where it looks like they're putting something together, and then it just all falls apart again. And no rhyme or reason. I mean, it is what it is. I agree with you with the Rodon thing. If you're gonna if you're going to make a play for him, I do it in season and try to get an extension, because that's the only way you're going to get him. But then again, you got Scott Boras, who's going to be that roadblock. So it's going to be difficult. And unfortunately, the Dodgers, they're going to need a starting pitcher next year because Buehler ain't going to be there.
Oh, Buehler's out, and they'll probably go heavy after Rodon because Kershaw may be done. Buehler's gone.
Yeah, I forgot
you can't expect Tyler Anderson to come back and have another great year. Gonsolin, they kind of like Crawford and Belt last year. Gonsolin and Anderson, 2 career years, doesn't fit the back of their baseball card. So we'll see. I would expect the Dodgers end up with Rodon. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. Eric Hernandez says, what will happen first? Giants get to 70 wins or Krug Show to 7,000 subscribers? Yeah, let's get to that 7,000. I think we can beat the Giants to 70 wins.
Yeah, I think
they need 5 more. We need – how many subscribers we got? We're like 60.
It's really close.
800 or something around that neighborhood. Anyway, if you're in the chat and you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. Hit the subscribe. You know any friends? Let them know about us. We're on after every Giants game. We'll be on for win, lose. We'll come on the rest of the year. It might be a short broadcast. Might just be myself, Eric, maybe Ryan, Larry. We're not sure. They're busy right now with the 49ers. They've got a lot on their plate with the 49ers. In fact, be looking for Larry with interviewing Matt Barrows coming up shortly. I believe it was scheduled to start right around now. So check your YouTube and look for Larry interviewing Matt Barrows, talking 49ers. That should be a great interview, and that should be coming up very shortly. So we're going to close it out here. Ranger 44 says we suck again. Yeah, unfortunately, we do. This is kind of painful to watch. You almost have to have a little bit of you just got to take it and take it with a grain of salt, because this is pathetic. I mean, we've beaten the Giants down so hard recently. Just hopefully the people that are making the decisions get the message. And I think the message, that's got to be Rob Dean or Larry Baer. Got to make wholesale changes. If put the pressure on, open the pocketbooks, tell Farhan, put the pressure on him, say, you go out and get A, B, C, and D, or we're going to move on. You're not going to be rehired. You go get him. Here's the money to go get him. Get it done. That's what the Giants need to do. I wish I was in the position to negotiate, because I would get it done. I really believe I could, because I know how to talk to people. And, you just go out and say, Scott Boras, this is what we want. I want these players on my team no matter what. Will you give me the last crack? And if I get the last shot and have the best offer, will your client sign? And if you get a yay or nay, then now you know if you're in the ball game or not. And if you can get Scott Boras to commit to you that he's going to do it. So we'll see. But Anonymous, no, Dan, retail changes. Not wholesale changes, retail. Yeah, retail. Let's see who we can get off the scrap heap. Who's been DFA'd by their club? What AAA former first or second rounder who's had a rough year or two, but had one good year 2 years ago? We think it's in him. Let's go sign him. Let's worry about continue to fill up that back end of the roster, 35 through 40. Forget the first 5 to 10 guys on the 40-man roster. We need a strong 35 to 40 on the back end. Yeah, that's been the motto. And I think
it hasn't worked.
I think, frankly, people are sick of it. I'm sensing it. I'm seeing it in the in parts of the media, and Giants fans not gonna put up with another year of this. Just not. And if you're a season ticket holder and you're planning on renewing this next year before you see what the Giants commit to, shame on you. I mean, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah. So I've been fooled once thinking the Giants are on the way up, and I see nothing for a few years until their prospects start producing and getting here. And if they don't fill it up with some top free agents that are ready to play and some stars, it's going to be another long year. And you can guarantee you're going to be playing for fourth place. It's going to be a battle for fourth place between the Giants and the Rockies, because the Dodgers and Padres are going nowhere, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are on the rise.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
So,
I mean, they're going to have to do something. I mean, they have to. I mean, it's just we've said this a million times. It's just, you saw an off season, and even with, I'm not saying that we should have got a Posey-like player, but you have to do something when you're losing an impact player. I mean, a Hall of Famer like that. You're going to have to do something to make up for that. Donovan Solano, even though he's not like a superstar, but the guy was consistent.
Guy was a hit. Donnie Barrels. Yeah, he wasn't called Donnie Barrels for nothing. Yeah.
What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. The guy we traded for last year.
Chris Bryant.
Yeah, Chris Bryant. I mean, he's not really panning out too well with Colorado with injuries.
Yeah, I don't mind not signing him. I don't think that was a great signing by Colorado. Colorado is actually more directionless than the Giants right now.
Yeah, but then remember in the beginning of the season, Longoria, he couldn't play for the first month because he had an injury from the previous August that never got handled over the offseason.
Yeah, never got handled over the offseason, exactly.
And it just didn't make any sense. I mean, that's 4 players that can do something, and it's just.
So everybody out there in the chat watching, Giants lose another one 4-2. We'll be back tomorrow after the, and we may even do an in-game live. Look for your notification. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for to be notified when we go live. We'll be coming back on tomorrow, probably around the 2:15 mark. So be watching out for that. Until then, everybody have a good weekend, good Friday night, and we're going to have, let's go back to a better time when we had some fun at the old ballpark. Good night, everybody.
Get fired up here. Let's go! Who wants to be up? Yeah! I want to be on the Larry Krueger show. Yeah! All right. Let's go, Giants! All right, we're out here in the future with the Larry Krueger show. Larry Krueger! Yeah, we're going to be on YouTube right now tonight. All right. Okay. When I say Larry, you say Krueger. Larry! Krueger! Larry! Krueger! Larry! Krueger! All right, let's hear it one more time. Come on, all right. Larry! Krueger! Larry! Krueger! All right, hey, Larry. Let's go Giants! Larry! Let's go Giants!
All right, that's it for today's game. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great weekend, everybody.